Hi, I'm Lora Allemeier, CEO of Cerulean Scientific. You may know when implantable medical devices fail, they frequently fail to clotting, obstruction, and infection. And when that happens, healthcare costs balloon and patients suffer. As a team, we've had the experience of launching products that change the standard of care, and that's our ambition here. We are developing and commercializing implantable medical devices that resist clots, obstruction, and infection. In terms of our progress, we are focusing upon end-stage renal disease with hemodialysis catheters and vascular grafts. You may know it's an absolute horror show in that category in terms of what those patients experience. And we're also working on hydrocephalus shunts, another area with a 50% failure rate associated in the first 2 years. Our technology was originally licensed from Harvard's Wyss Institute. We have a team with a track record of experience in both large and small companies. And our progress, we have multiple large animal studies, 23 issued patents with 16 pending, and have been to FDA 3 times across applications for confirming a 510(k) without clinical. The first product that we're focused upon is hemodialysis catheter with a planned 510(k) submission in Q2 of 2026. You may know over 1 million Americans need dialysis to live. Here is the crazy part. 85% of these patients start with a hemodialysis catheter, and 1 in 3 of these patients have a catheter failure each month. You may ask, well, what's our magic? We have a durable omniphobic surface. On the left, you see an uncoated surface, and on the right, you see the cerulean treated surface. It prevents all forms of adhesion and is 15 times more slippery than Teflon. We deliver the trifecta of addressing clotting, obstruction, and infection resistance. This is a 90-day sheep study that was completed with a leading hemodialysis catheter. You see on the left, 100% clog, 67% fibrin sheath after 90 days. And on the right, you see the cerulean catheter, which is completely patent after the 90 days. We've tested and evaluated this in multiple animal models, including with vascular grafts. We do have a feasibility agreement in place with a Fortune 200 medical device companies for the grafts. We've demonstrated with PICC catheters 100% reduction in thrombus, and then I've just mentioned the hemodialysis catheter work. We know that it's growing globally, and there are strong markets and strong needs across these markets. We've established the basis for value-based pricing within the market and the reimbursement that's required. Our business model is based upon current pricing for these, and we have an upside potential in our business model for higher value-based pricing. We've got to, of course, demonstrate what we'll need to do to achieve that. We've estimated through our pricing and reimbursement work that was completed a $5 billion annual cost related to the complications of infections and thrombosis. Second area that we're focused upon is hydrocephalus. This is a fully funded program through CDMRP, all the way through to the 510(k) submission. We've talked to patients whose families have had 14 shunt revisions. One parent I met last week in Washington had over 100 by the time they were in their teens. And these are special needs kids at that point in time. This will be our first product to achieve 510(k) submission, and that's targeted at Q2 of next year. This is an example of what an obstructed shunt looks like, and it's largely due to inflammatory cells that cause the clogging in these shunts. This was published in the Journal of Neurosurgery last year in a large animal study of piglets. We did this in conjunction with Washington University in St. Louis. We demonstrated high degree of survival versus the current standard of care shunts, improved health of the animals through the program, and most importantly, significantly reduced number of inflammatory cells found upon explant, which is the underlying root cause for what causes these obstructions. As a team, we have extensive experience in both developing and launching products. Our Chief Product Officer led R&D development at Bard for their now standard of care PICC access devices. And as a team, we have extensive experience, both including launching these products in the end. We are committed to building value for investors and strategics. We have tremendous optionality in this plan and program. There are applications that we are planning to take to market, and some that we are planning is that we will work with strategics to bring those to market. We're in the process of doing a $10 million raise at this point in time, which includes $1.5 million convertible note already raised, and that will take us through hydrocephalus launch and 2 quarters of sales, human clinical data to support the hemodialysis catheter, and co-development and licensing options for some of the other applications we have in development. In terms of our history, we've raised right at $8.4 million. Again, heavy level of grants and non-dilutive funding that have been part of that. And we have $7.7 million in non-dilutive funding to carry us forward over the next 2 years. So in summary, we are creating a new category of medical devices resistant to clotting, clogging, and infection. We are building an equity financing round. I'd love to talk to you about that. And we're targeting our first 510(k) submission for next year. Thank you.